Welcome to another episode of Historical Geocaching on the Road with geocacher Tian Photobug from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Today my dad and I are headed up to northern Chattanooga, the Chickamauga Dam and Amical Highway area. There are several earth caches up there. I'm going to try to complete those. And so we're really excited about that, get to learn more about the earth. And of course we'll be taking you along, videoing our trip. So come along with us as we get a dose of Earthcache Madness. Okay, just thought we'd show you this really pretty view of the dam, the Chickamauga Dam, and this reservoir. I believe it's called Chickamauga Lake. Very appropriately. And what you might also be interested in seeing is the geese. They all have their ducks all lined up in a row, except their geese, so they have their geese all lined up in a row. Just a really pretty view. Thought we'd show that to you. Neat flag there. Beautiful morning, Chickamauga Lake. Happy little gooses. I guess it's geese happily munching. And going to next be heading to the Chickamauga Quarry Earthcache. That's north of the Chickamauga Dam, and so we will see you there. And welcome to Greenway Farms, part of the North Chickamauga Creek Greenway. We are currently walking to the Chickamauga Quarry Earthcache, joined by my good friend Super Nate, and it's about somewhere between 0.4 and a half mile away along this very nice gravel road. As you can see, very easy walking. And hopefully we should arrive there in about 11 minutes. Okay, here's the trail we came down on. Not too long ago, I shot that last bit of video. Came down here. Here's the lake. The quarry is supposed to be around. I think we have to be at the other end of the quarry, and since neither of us swim or canoe, we're going to take back the other trail and take that one down to get to the actual Earthcache coordinates. So there you go. There's the latest update. Okay, that's the trail we just came down. Then about a quarter mile. We had to hike back that little trail that we had missed. That was about 0.04 miles. Now we are hiking about a quarter mile back on the right trail. Nice wide paths. I think we're at the top of the quarry. So you can see there's rock view over there. And I am hoping that there is a trail down soon, because we are less than 500 feet from the cache. So on we go. Lots of fun is being had. Okay, here's the trail we came down. Very nice, wide, and paved. Very cute and family friendly. My dad and I are only about 200 feet from the cache, or shall I say Earthcache that is. And so I thought I'd video that last 200 or so feet, and that you could share in our discovery and experience as well. Yeah, no, I've really been impressed with the trail. From about where we parked, the parking area is about a half-mile hike, very easy for kids and family, almost zero chance to get poison ivy if you end up if you just stay on the very wide, open and paved trail. Yeah. So let's see. I think we can still go. We just can't swim or fish.
Oh man.
So here we go. I'm just going to go under. This is real live footage. This is not censored. Okay. Because these right here are my real geocaching adventure. So we will see you in just a little bit. And there's a thing we just went through. The historical marker here tells about the Chickamauga Quarry. The TVA excavated in the quarry during the 1930s when they built the Chickamauga Dam. And some of the requirements for this Earthcache is you gather some information from that time. So we did, and of course I'm not going to tell you what that information is. But now what we need to do is we need to go to a set of coordinates which is given on the cache description page, which happens to be, I believe, the bottom of the quarry. Oh, hold on here. Hold on a minute. Where is that butterfly? Right there. Isn't he beautiful? Now he just flew away. But anyway, I believe we're going down to the bottom of the quarry. Take a picture. And is that amazing or what? I don't know if you can see it, but that is just huge. Huge, huge, huge. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And we just need to get a picture of me at the quarry here. So we shall do that. Okay, we are at the very bottom of the quarry now. I know it's hard because there's the sunlight, but it's just an incredible view here. The tall walls. Down here, I don't know if you can see it. There are fishies. And the other requirement for the this Earthcache is just to get your picture here. So we are going to do that, and then keep on with our little expedition today. So see you later. Bye. Okay, here we are crossing the Chickamauga Dam on the bridge. That was a lot of fun, super fun Earthcache that we did. Got a good hike out in nature, not too long, not too far, and nice and wide, no poison ivy. Now we are done with that one. We're crossing back to the south side of the Tennessee River, and we are going to be going to an Earthcache that talks about the it's actually called Chickamauga Dam Earthcache. So that's what we are up next, and we will see you soon. Bye. And here's the dam that we were just crossing by bridge, the Chickamauga Dam itself. And really cool spot. Of course, I've never been here before. That's where the water gets spilled out. Also, over there is a lock that lifts, transports boats up and down different water levels. I think that's really neat because just recently I finished reading a book on the Panama Canal, talked about the locks they use there. Down here we got some nice little birdie birds. think the heron. Really neat spot. The Earthcache location is still about 0.11 miles away, but just wanted to show you this really cool area. Okay, we are here at the ground zero of the Earthcache. See, just nice area. Bathrooms right there. Dam, of course, right there. So there's a nice sign erected by TVA. Talks about the different about the Chickamauga Dam, different things. And that's where this Earthcache is located. You just answer some questions from that sign plus the cache description. Get your photo here. And so that's what we have done. Really neat to learn about this dam. And so on to the next Earthcache. Here we go. And here we are. Another part of the river walk. Heading towards another Earthcache. It's about 0.3 miles away. It's called the South Chickamauga / Tennessee River Confluence. And yes, indeed, we will be heading towards where the South Chickamauga River flows into the Tennessee River. Answer some questions and complete some measurements. And I said about 0.3 miles away. Easy terrain. We should be there in no time. Okay, we are now at the confluence, a little area you can view it from. Tennessee River in the background there. And if you come over here, we're on some rocks. You can see the South Chickamauga Creek, and unfortunately some foliage blocks our view of the confluence. But one of the tasks here, besides getting your picture, is to measure the flow rate for both the South Chickamauga and the Tennessee River. And so what my dad and I did is we threw a stick in the river and measured the time it took to float a certain distance, and then put distance over time to get our calculation. And surely we'll be doing the same thing for the Tennessee River. But just thought you might like to see, there's a neat heron. Really beautiful guy right there. And so this one definitely makes you get your exercise, but it is fun. Glad it's going well. And we will check in with you later. And here we are. Don't know if you can see it, don't know if I have it in frame. But here we float the little piece of wood. And we are timing to see how long it would take for it to get past here. And bye-bye, Tennessee River. It was nice getting to know you today. It's just a little conclusion to this particular Earthcache. I believe it's called South Chickamauga / Tennessee Confluence. And we were able to successfully, we hope, get some good flow rates. And hopefully our answers will be acceptable. Did a few other measurements. I got a picture, so I think we're good. Off we go to the last Earthcache of the day. Okay, and guess we're not quite done. Found this really cool historical sign talking about the Civil War, and you know how much I like history, so let me read it to you. It says, Civil War river crossing. General U.S. Grant's plan for lifting the siege of Chattanooga called for the Union Army of Tennessee under General William T. Sherman to cross the Tennessee River and strike the Confederate Army's flank on the northern end of Missionary Ridge. The crossing plans involved massing a large number of pontoon boats at a point 400 yards from the convergence of the North Chickamauga Creek and the Tennessee River. Union troops rowing downriver would secure a landing on the southern bank of the Tennessee just below the mouth of the South Chickamauga Creek, which is where we're at. the Union Army engineers would throw a 1,200-foot-long bridge across the Tennessee to facilitate the crossing of the rest of Sherman's men. Around midnight on November 23, 1863, Union troops boarded the pontoon boats moored in North Chickamauga Creek. After entering the Tennessee River, part of the flotilla moved silently downstream and landed just north of the mouth of South Chickamauga Creek. The other pontoons landing south of the creek, the Federals quickly rounded up surprised Confederate pickets, but failed to raise the alarm. Within a short time, the Union troops constructed a stretch of substantial earthworks around their position. Throughout the pre-dawn hours of November 24, oarsmen hastily plied their boats back and forth across the Tennessee River. At the same time, engineers began working on the pontoon bridge that would span the river. The completion of this bridge around noon on November 24, along with the arrival at the crossing site of the side Wheeler Dunbar, greatly facilitated the passage of Sherman's troops, horses, and a cannon. This uncontested crossing of the Tennessee River put the Union troops in a highly advantageous position on November 24 near the right flank of Bragg's army. The bridge's southern terminus was in the vicinity of the large grain silos. A short distance east of the mouth of South Chickamauga Creek was the location of another Union pontoon bridge. Interesting history right here. I never knew it. Great to know, actually be at this spot. And so there's your history for the day, and off we go to the next Earth Cache for real. And here we are at another section of the Tennessee River Walk, I guess they call it. Yeah, Tennessee River Park, I guess, or walk, whatever it is. On our final Earth Cache of the day, hidden by Trickett. It's called Amnicola Marsh Earth Cache. It's right up here, and to our left will be where there's, I guess, the Amnicola Marsh, and answer some questions from a sign there, and we get our picture with it. So let's see. I don't know if you can see that yet. Let me zoom. See that right there? That is the Amnicola Marsh. And another interesting thing, right up there, that's Lookout Mountain. I was there back in April, made a video of it. It's on YouTube, be sure to check it out. Anyway, we're going to take some pictures, answer some questions, and just have some fun here. And I'm sorry to give you the same view that I just gave you before, but here's a historical sign, and there is one or two questions of the Earth Cache that are answered by reading this sign, and so I'm not going to show it to you for that reason, but I will read the parts of the sign in which the spoilers aren't given away for the cache. Amnicola was the name of a large estate once owned by Thomas Crutchfield Jr. The Amnicola property stretched from South Chickamauga Creek on the north to Kitaiko Creek at Rowing Center on the south, and from the Tennessee River east to the base of Missionary Ridge. Thomas Crutchfield Jr. was born in 1830 in Athens, Tennessee, and moved to Chattanooga in 1848. After his father's death, he owned and managed the Crutchfield House, which was Chattanooga's first hotel and stood on the site of today's Reed House Hotel. Caught up in the turbulent events at the onset of the Civil War, Crutchfield sold the hotel in 1861 and moved his family to safety at an outlying farm they named Amnicola. In seeking to avoid the conflict, Mr. Crutchfield instead found his family at the focal point in the Battle of Missionary Ridge. Following the Battle of Chickamauga, Union troops withdrew to Chattanooga while Confederate forces held the high ground on the mountains and the ridges around the town, such as Lookout Mountain. After 2 months of short rations, the Union Army attempted to break the siege. In the morning of November 24, 1863, the Crutchfield family awoke to find their farm occupied by several thousand soldiers from the Union's Army of the Tennessee, who had arrived by pontoon boats during the night. Under the command of General William Tecumseh Sherman, the troops immediately began digging rifle trenches and fortifications. A floating bridge was built across the Tennessee River, and by afternoon, many men had crossed to attack Confederate positions, on the north end of Missionary Ridge. After the battle, a field hospital was set up at Amnicola, and in the days that followed, over 1,000 wounded soldiers retreated there. The war left Amnicola in shambles. Years of work were required to rebuild. Crutchfield succeeded in restoring the plantation and its beautiful gardens. He was widely known for his advanced farming practices, orchards, sheep, and cattle. With his generous and genial nature, Thomas Crutchfield Jr. had great influence on the early development of Chattanooga, and he died in 1886. So, neat history. I never knew that Amnicola had such history and major part playing of the Civil War. And so anyway, it has been a lot of fun bringing you along on my dad and I's trip to Chattanooga Earthcaches. A lot of fun learning the history, seeing the sites, learning about the sites with the Earthcaches. Thank you so much for coming along. Be sure to check out my blog at www.historicalgeocaching.blogspot.com, where I will post links to the caches I found today and different notes and stuff. Anything history and geocaching related will most likely be on there. And so anyway, thank you so much for coming along. This is Geocacher TN Photobug signing out. I'm having a blast with the past.